Alright, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Tall Guy Gaming, and I am your host Harry, and welcome back to Serenity Now, the tropical sandbox park I am building. I did a little work off camera, so I made these like little side, I guess, planter and then grass area. I'm probably gonna have like a wall back here where I guess backstage will be. So like this is just a little area that's covering probably backstage and stuff like that make it look very nice. And I'm probably gonna put some plants and stuff in this planter area. And I did some terrain work and then some terrain paint to make it look more realistic. So with that out of the way, let's actually build the other side. Okay, so we're going to try a new style this time. I know my other videos are kind of long, and even after a whole bunch of editing, they're very long. If I gave you guys like the raw video, it'd probably be like 2 hours, but it takes me a while to build. That's not something that's bad, it's just maybe not something you guys want to sit through all the time. So I'm giving this a shot where I actually build a lot and then just fast forward it, and then I'm going to talk over it. Let me know at the end if you guys prefer this version or the slower version. If I do more tutorials and stuff, I'll probably keep it more to like the slower version, just so I could explain a lot more stuff, what I'm doing to help you guys out. I'm gonna do my best to maybe make those shorter though. So getting back to the park, right now I'm making the other side of the planter / grass part for the opening, for the entranceway. It took me a while to get the actual grass lined up so it actually kind of looked like the same side, the height of the same side, or the other side, I'm sorry. And then what I'm doing here is like adding it's actually the planter dirt without the curbs on it, and then I'm just lining it up to the existing wall I already built. And then after I get all this laid out, I'm gonna go over the whole entire thing with the terrain smoothing tool to smooth out the hills and I guess the transition from the dirt to the grass, to make it look a little bit more smoother. I'm sure after this is done and I look it over, I might even touch it up even more, who knows. But that's a lot of stuff you guys don't want to see, so I don't mind doing a lot of stuff off camera. Then right here, I'm just taking the existing wall from the inside and extending it to actually, I guess, show where this planter starts and stops, I guess. I have no idea. But it's, like I said, it's probably going to line up to somewhere where backstage will start on that side as well. So it's probably going to have like a decent side backstage on one side and then a probably big one on the other side. Hopefully I can get like a coaster or some shops and stuff to lead up with it, so it's not just like one little backstage per thing, one backstage per like building or ride. Yeah, like right now this is what I'm like trying to make it a little bit lower than it was before to help it out. And then now I'm probably going to add the terrain paint. I'm sorry, the terrain paint, the dark brown, which I took from the Alpine? Yeah, the Alpine. So this is the dark brown that I took from the Alpine land map. Yeah, map. And I really like the way it looks, so I just like to take it as much as I can. It helps to, ease the transition between the hard green and the hard brown. And then now I'm just adding, it's called rock, but it's almost like a rock dirt. And it's really helped smoothing out, again, the green to the brown. It just makes it look a lot more natural, in my opinion. So, terrain paint can, be really, really helpful when making a realistic park. So I suggest most of you people start using it, because I've seen some parks out there that they don't use it that much. So, it's not that hard. I usually just use the dark brown wherever like grass meets up to a path or maybe a building or something like that. And it makes it look a lot more realistic than it would. All right, so right here, starting the building on the other side, which I already figured out this will be the guest services building. So where this part like makes the half circle like coming out right there, from there back inside will probably be walled off, because it'll probably be like some kind of like office building, little office area or something like that. And then the actual half circle that's sticking out, that's going to be like the porch or patio for the office. So we'll make a door and we'll make like a floor and everything. So like I figure someone who works there, maybe they take a little break or they look out front and stuff like that. So, that's not for guests. That's just for the people who work here. Right now, I'm just building another little tiny building. This building is going to be the, what is it going to be? The season ticket booth. So the other side is just going to be like single day passes and stuff like that. This will be the season ticket booth. And this will have like some kind of sign saying, kind of like Cedar Fair style or Six Flags style. If you buy their season pass for one of their parks, you get all their parks. So it'll have a sign for like Carla's Gardens, the other park I built, and then Mountainside Escape, which is an actual German mini park that I'm building right now for the mini park contest. And it's almost done, so as soon as that's done, I'll take a tour of that one and show you guys, but I probably should do the Carla's Gardens one first. I'm thinking sometime next week. It might be a little bit long, so I might have to make it like two-parter, to try to, pull things apart and show you guys maybe with the other, YouTube people who like already did the tours, like Iron Maddie and Diamond Dite and Nate Dogg. I'll try to show you what they didn't see, and then I'll try to pull things apart to show you how I built certain things. So it'll be a lot different than the already park tours that are already out there. And there's nothing wrong with any of the park tours. They're actually all great. I watched all three. I liked them, enjoyed them. So if you get a chance, go ahead and watch all three of their tours: Diamond Dite, Nate Dogg 655, and Iron Maddie. All right. So right now, I just basically stole the trim from the other building and trying to make the buildings a little more cohesive. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the word. If not, you know what? It is now. But, I'm just trying to make it so it seems kind of similar on both sides, even though these buildings aren't going to be, identical to each other. So I'm just doing what I can. Right now, I am adding kind of like I don't even know, like a ledge? Yeah, ledge. And I'm using the same technique I used in my tutorial video for the flat ride, where I basically just, spin it, put it on the other side, and then keep spinning them around 15 degrees. If you haven't checked that out, I suggest you go watch that one. It's a tutorial video on how to build flat ride covers. It's pretty, even though it was mine, I thought it was pretty good. It gives you a different idea than some of you might use. And, I'm sure some of you guys already liked it. You've commented on it. So, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. If you have watched it, go watch it again. I could use the views. But anyway, getting back to it, this is just, more of just building the actual structure of this like porch patio kind of thing. Same thing, using the copy method and, basically twisting it 15 degrees. The inner circle part that's actually in the building, I will erase it after this video. I just needed it, to spin things on while I'm building. So, as soon as this video's over and you're probably listening to it, it's probably already gone. Because like I said, inside that's probably going to be like a little bit of an office. So there's probably going to be a wall and stuff there. I don't think I'll make that accessible to guests. Or I don't really think I'll put anything inside the office per se, but in the guest services, you will be able to walk in it. There will be a desk and, maybe some lounge chairs or something like that, and a couple people who work there. I don't think, guests can access it unless I put like some kind of ATM in there or something like that. Otherwise, they're pretty much not going to walk in there. So I'll decide, when I get it done, what I want to do. I don't mind putting ATMs, in there, and that way the people will walk in like they have a purpose. They won't go to the counter, to actually talk to guest services, but at least they'll walk in. So when you're actually viewing the park, they're actually walking in those buildings, even though there's nothing inside them. And with that one, it'll be, a full interior, and you know, you'll see somehow you'll see how I actually, you know, build some interiors. I might even make a tutorial on that one. Like I just put out the building tutorial that just came out yesterday. Also go watch that one. I'll do more buildings later on where I'll probably do like a more complex building. The building I did on the tutorial is more of an easier building. But I'll probably do more advanced buildings and then do building interiors and, you know, stuff like that. I'll just keep changing it up. Here, I actually spun it around with just the pillars, the wooden bars, and I didn't like it, so I had to add something in the middle. I know like the top two overhang, and I probably should just use like the actual wooden corner pieces instead of these so they don't overhang. And honestly, I might change it. I don't know. It doesn't look terrible. When you'll see when I spin it, they overlap a little too much more than I want. It's not smooth. But to be honest with you, I don't know how many people are really going to look on the top of it and, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm sure the more I look at it, the more I'm going to go back and fix it, though. So we'll see in the next one if I did or not. But, yeah, so this video is coming to a wrap or an end or a close. So let's just go over, you know, what we did. Like I said, I did these two sides here, one on each side with the raised terrain, a lot of paint tool, the actual dirt from the planters, and then over here I started making the season ticket booth, which is the little one off to the side on the left, and the guest services, and then a little bit of the roof of the circular guest services porch or patio. But let me know in the comments below if you guys prefer like this version where it's a lot faster and you could actually watch the whole thing, or do you prefer like the 40-minute one where most people skip around and actually don't watch the whole thing? Let me know. But anyway, I think it's looking pretty good, and I'll probably catch you in the next one. Later, guys.